We're back. And, I'm doing really bad at consistent streams here, but, let's, let's finish off talking to people and get the story moving. Alright. I'm not busy enough dealing with the festival, now I have to take care of pitches? You get that one normally in charge has her hands full, but they want me to put summaries together and it's just too much. It doesn't help that our president is sticking around so late either, which is odd for him. And that makes it tricky to do things on your own. It's like he's keeping watch over everything. Oh, if it isn't the gophers Nina hired. I don't know what you're trying to dig up, but knowing her, I imagine it's rather serious. Relax, pal. We're not here to get in the way of your little soiree. Sure, we're working late. Sure, working late, though. You know, for the right price. Depending on what you're doing, I could maybe take a load off. Not a chance. Can't trust an amateur like you with this. Just don't go stirring things up too much, and we won't have a problem. Sigh. As if I don't have enough trouble trying to keep a leash on Gotti and his rambunctious antics. Now I've got to worry about grunts hired by a certain someone running amok. Buddy, if you're so busy, maybe you should be stressing about what an actress does in her spare time. Ever think about that? I don't like what you're insinuating. Listen, the last thing we need is one of our performers getting caught up in some mad scandal. So, it's only natural I have a rough idea of what those ladies get up to, insofar as their agencies allow it. In any case, if you don't have any business, I'll have to ask you to leave. I'm extremely busy here. Hey, no one hear us complaining. Don't mind if we do. Just keep in mind that Arkwright Solutions is in town. You never know when you might need us. Sigh. Where did Goatee run off to this time? Does he have to go charging off at every damn foolish thing he sees? I told him we would need to have more meetings, and yet... He's probably at the police station. That's my bet. Phew, I'm beat. It's not often I'm working reception until this late. But on the flip side, we had all sorts of actors and directors come through that we normally don't see here. It's not every day I get to serve visitors like that. It's pretty exciting. I feel kind of bad sitting around and enjoying myself while everybody else is working so hard on the film festival, though. I forgot that it was nighttime. After having a look around, I must admit, Darbad's quite different from what I imagined. Growing up, I heard it was a dusty, quiet place without a lot to offer. Figured that was probably still the case. But I really enjoyed the cultural district. It's making me think maybe I should have a movie set somewhere in the Central East. Although knowing Salvatore Gotti's inclinations, I suspect I know exactly what kind of culture he plans on promoting in his parade. My mom's idea of what Darbad and the Central East are like has got to be at least 20 years out of date. I think her mind might be starting to come around, though. She seems to have started enjoying herself. Though I just remembered, Mr. Cody's supposed to be heavily involved in planning the festival here, right? Guess that explains why everything feels so much more energizing when I'm used to in Messeldom. Maybe. Dingo. Marielle. You're horrible, Dingo. You told me you were still in Edith, and now here you are, trying to sneak off on me. And I'm telling you, there's no reason for you to come all the way out here. Doesn't Tyrell keep his reporters on a pretty tight leash? Oh, don't you worry, I came prepared. I got permission from my EIC to scout out the film festival and do a write-up about it. Not to mention, the reporter originally slated to handle the festival had something come up, so somebody needed to be here anyway. It should be illegal to have the kind of luck you do. This explains why you're here 2 days before the big event. Hey, it's Spriggan again. What the heck are you guys doing here? Getting distracted. Listen, I'm not lying, I'm here on personal business, even if it hasn't gotten me anywhere yet. As for you guys, I see you got more help than ever. That new girl of yours looks pretty capable, too. You flatter me. Please, call me Rosette Twinings. I am a concierge working on dispatch from Marduk Total Security Company. Marduk, you say? I forgot it was called Marduk. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Marduk. Isn't that... Dingo, quit trying to change the subject. I'm not finished with you. You still haven't told me what this personal business of yours is. Now fess up. I know you'll be more than... Oh no, You know I'll be more than happy to help you with it. What about personal business? Don't you understand? Hold your own fine. Why not? I'm growing as a reporter. I can handle myself. For starters, it's not exactly a good look roping in a reporter working for someone else to pitch in on my work. So what? I don't care about that. Besides, you helped save me before. It's only fair I repay the favor. Sounds like our man's trying to keep this business under wraps. He must be doing a piece on unseemly things. What? That could be it. Could it? What do you mean unseemly? Aaron, now look what you've done. I can't believe you report on something so despicable. This is exactly why you need to change, and I'm the girl who's gonna make it happen. Ah, he's a I can change him kind of girl. I see. Well, glad we got all that sorted out. Anyway, we'll be heading out now. We haven't sorted out anything. Trying to bounce real quick, eh? Damn it, look at all the trouble you guys have stirred up now. Whatever, if I find anything out, I'll hit you up. Sounds good to me. Luck with your investigating, you two. Definitely something. When I said I wanted to put together something about the film festival, my boss let me go on the spot. It was amazing. But you, Dingo, I can smell it. Films are just pictures and, light to you. You're after something bigger, something way more important. You really shouldn't put me on a pedestal. Now that you're here, we gotta keep you out of trouble. Listen, I've got stuff to do. Don't do anything crazy. Prince Fel Saeem is here, you know. Why don't you interview the guy? He is? I never would have expected someone so big and famous to be visiting a trashy event like this. Yeah, maybe I should talk to him. That could be my ticket to a really big... This isn't about me. Stop trying to distract me. I'm not letting you out of my sight for even a second, and there's nothing you could say or do about it, mister. Got it? Dingo has it rough. And Muriel's got some sharp instincts. I haven't said a word to her about my current story, and yet here she is. Well, it's probably best to keep an eye on her. Guess we'll be going drinking tonight, though not too hard. I'll be honest with you, Spriggan. I find it very suspicious to be running into you yet again after our little encounter in Longport. I mean, yeah. It must have something to do with whatever Dingo's investigating, right? Right? You know, given that you never seem to get anywhere, don't you think sticking to one spot instead of bouncing around would work better? Anyway, to answer your question, we're here on some business for new clients. It's got nothing to do with your hotshot heartthrob. And, don't get your hopes up. He and I trade info, but none to make for the kind of hot scoops you're angling for. Sorry. Shut up, I don't need your help to do my job. Mark my words, whatever it takes, I'll uncover the truth of what that man's up to, even if it kills me. And it probably will. You should probably call it a day, Dingo, but rest assured, I'll be hitting the pavement as hard as ever tomorrow. And don't you think you can get the jump on me for long. No matter what you try, I'll be on you like a dog going after its own tail. Yeah, Dingo has a long day ahead of him. We've been everywhere else so far, so let's go into here. Final room. Right. Where were Anita and Judith staying again? Must be Mr. Arkwright and Company. Oh, it's one of the really buff employees. Miss Lanster and Miss Fenley are waiting for you all by the pool. The clerk is there already knows you're coming. You're free to enter whenever you're ready. Good to hear. Thanks. Oh boy, fan service. That's one way to say hello. Lisa's customer service is impeccable. I'd expect nothing less from a 6-star facility. I don't get it. Why would they be at the pool when it's night? It's a nighttime pool. You get to drink alcohol and all that good stuff there. But a little kid like you can't really appreciate grown-up stuff like that yet. I am not. If you think I can't handle alcohol, I'll prove you... Barry, no, not until you're older, and Aaron, don't go putting any ideas in her head. Got it. I see Agnes is rather mature for her age. You could say that. She can definitely be forceful when she needs to be. Someone has to rein in Aaron's insanity. Unfortunately, considering her family governs near Alsane's border, I think conflict is inevitable. Not only does my father have a bone to pick, but the people in Valis see quite a lot within our territory. Maybe so, but that doesn't preclude us from being friendly, does it? I, for one, don't want to have a quarrel with you. And what am I saying? With the royal family in Valis at play, perhaps I'm naive. Oh, wow. Naive for thinking we can be above the fray, sigh. No, you're right. I think it would be good if we found a way to get closer and make it harder for our families to butt heads long term. Though it would mean that things took a bad turn between us, we'd stand to lose something. That wouldn't be ideal. Good point. Then a few years down the line, we could get into business, or become partners in some other venture. We'll force our father's hands that way. Surely once they recognize it as fact, things can't get any worse between our families at least. Now that's an idea. I hadn't thought about that. It's also, we should discuss this further. I'm really intrigued by the idea of us going into business together. I should have known she wouldn't quite pick up on it. Maybe we aren't quite there yet. Is this an example of the girl being oblivious? I had the pleasure of meeting Munt before at certain events in the Principality. He really is quite kind and intelligent. Even if he sometimes shows rather coquettish behavior, it would certainly be nice if our generation got along better than our parents. I think I sort of know the context clues, but I want to Google the word coquettish. Coquette definition. Give it to me. Okay. So coquettish. It seems to specifically refer to a woman who flirts. Isn't Munt over there a dude? It'd certainly be nice if our generation got along better than our parents. Oh, I have to click on the window again. Forgot about that. It pauses the window when I alt-tab out. Borderless window and running when tabbed out is a lie.
Okay.
Listen, I need to calm my father down quickly. If people see our families fighting at the film festival, our reputation will take a hit. It's actually not that hard to reason with. Ultimately, it's our future that's most important. Now it's immediately in front of us. Executive Director Suzanne. I got a report earlier from our office in the central district of water drying up in that area. We managed to resolve the issue, thankfully, but it's embarrassing that it took us that long to realize what was going on. We've had our hands full expanding the entertainment district infrastructure that I suppose we got lax about managing the water elsewhere. There are still things left to set up in the central district. I want our resources to be distributed at least a little more equitably. Okay then. Those are a lot of words. Mawa. Welcome, Mr. Arkwright, sir. If you're looking for Miss Lanster and Miss Fenley, you'll find them at the swimming pool. You may wish to have a word with them as you relax together. So, if you're looking for the pool, you'll find it past the door at the far end to the right. We offer a wide variety of services there as well, so please take all the time you would like to enjoy it. Be aware, however, some of our guests of highest stature are there as well, so I must ask you all to exercise discretion. I had trouble saying some of those words. Welcome. Please make yourself at home and enjoy the services we offer during the day and throughout the night. In case you're not aware, this hotel was made possible by several investors, particularly Al-Saim and the Bank of Edith. Such investors expect only the absolute best in service, which we're proud to provide around the clock. Time is no object. We may be famous for our nighttime swimming, but our offerings extend well beyond that. We hope you make the most of them. And we got a few people on the upper floor. Nina's so awesome. It's amazing how hard she can get into her roles. I played a supporting role with her in A Wolf's Requiem. I'm telling you, it was like her character, Michelle, was really alive and standing right next to me the entire time. You probably know, but Nina plays Sheena Dirk in the upcoming movie Gloria. He made a real stir in the film industry being able to play such a prominent white figure so naturally despite being half Eastern. If she can pull out something as tricky as that, who knows how much potential she has. Seriously, it's nuts. That is racial casting. But I mean, like, doesn't really matter too much. It's all about if they can play the role. This person. There's something fulfilling about serving some of the richer guests from the Central East once you get used to what they order. They have their own particular demands you have to stay on top of, like fruits from there that they enjoy having. It's an interesting challenge, grasping what they want and then trying to serve them something that meets those unique expectations. It's a great opportunity to flex my muscles as a bartender, that's for sure. There's probably no better place to work than here. What? You're telling me you're meddling in the mines after all this time? There are plenty of other mine owners who have found great success with the help and support of Valis. Like it or not, the age of Elseem's dominance over buried resources is coming to an end. Not only that, I'm confident that Valis will take its profits earned from southern maritime trading and invest them in landowners like myself. It doesn't change the fact that those people now sit at Elseem's doorstep with your land under their influence. How can you be so blind? Can you tell that you're merely being used for their shell games and nothing more? And so what if I am? There's something that says I can't shuffle around their shells as well. I assure you I have no intention of becoming their pawn. I'll make my fortune and then move on before they try to do me in. But Shargans, mark my words, a mindset like that will spell your doom, and sooner rather than later. Okay. I haven't lost my mind. I know full well that Valis has ambitions of its own. That doesn't mean a lord like myself can't make use of their outpourings to my own advantage. A new age is upon us. Niceties are ultimately for suckers. My family and realm are going to prosper. We've got to get dirty. That Bashar is so full of himself, he's clearly lost sight of his own meager capabilities. It's fair to say I was definitely right to be so cautious. That said, it genuinely pains me to see him, my rival of many years, turned into such a mindless person. Alright, let's go see the fan service. The main story will advance upon entering the hotel swimming pool. Yeah, we're going in. Nothing else to do, we talked to everybody. Yeah, just immediately with the saxophone, huh? Oh, so this is what a nighttime swimming pool looks like. It's so calm and relaxed. The view of the oasis is nice too. It's an infinity pool. I don't know about calm, with all these folks drinking. I bet it can get pretty rowdy. Nah, you've seen the place. Rowdy guests get shown the door. Oh, where's the girls?
Well,
yeah.
We meet again.
Is that Maxim?
Beautiful night
nope,
we're having, isn't it?
Fuck.
Are you darlings
That's
done
where he
with
went.
work for the night?
He's working at the pool bar. Like I was thinking, like he's a movie star, isn't he? Can't remember if he's a movie star, if he's just a racer, or both. But like, yeah. I feel like he would show up at least once more in this game. More or less, yeah. I didn't realize you'd be working here, Bermati. It's also been like a week since I last played. I keep forgetting everything after a week of playing. I just remember the general plot. Yeah, they called me in an extra pair of hands to pitch in before the tournament. And I don't think we've met before. You are... Rosette Twinings. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Bermati. Hold on, are you the one who won contract to work with Fan? What are you... It's a long story. More to the point, are our actresses around here, but actresses anywhere around here? Ah, you must mean those two. They're right over there. Yep. Whistle. Now we're talking. Two A-listers walking around in swimsuits. You'd love to see it.
Ah, there you are. Sorry we're a little underdressed right now.
I'd have in mind to tell you two off for lounging around in bikinis while being out there busting our butts. But coming back to a site like this makes it all worth it. We'll let it slide.
We're not wearing these for you, you know. Yeesh. We've been working pretty hard ourselves. A certain president was parading us around left and right all day. We're bushed.
Right, that bit earlier. Sorry, should have realized that. I can certainly imagine how that would get pretty draining, doing all that meeting and greeting. Sounds like you earned your keep today.
Right back at you, girl. Hold on! Did you get another girl? It's only been a few hours!
You are Judith Lancer and Nita Fenley, if I'm not mistaken, yes? It's an honor to meet you both. My name is Rosette Twinings. I'm assisting everyone temporarily.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you too, Rosette. I really can't imagine what all you've gotten up to, but alright, let's hear what happened today.
Sure thing. Here's the gist of it. And so we explained.
You ran into someone dangerous in the waterway and found another threatening note?
Yeah.
Judith, maybe keep it down?
Oh, that's wonderful, Nina. Sounds like it's gonna be pretty exciting. I can't wait.
Anyway, you guys have been through a lot today, it sounds like. The situation's getting pretty complicated at this point. And it sounds like it could be connected to the Messalem Film Festival's cancellation. Yes, although it isn't confirmed at this stage. Hard to see how all these things tie together, but one thing's for sure, something's clearly going down. What's got me real concerned is that mysterious girl who showed up in the waterway. Can't be sure yet that she's the one sending all those notes, but we definitely can't ignore her, even putting my own circumstances aside. And especially if A's involved in this. Basically, long story short, you still haven't figured anything out, is that it? So much for the Spriggan living up to the hype. Got us there. Not what we were hoping for either. It'd be nice, Judith. They still did better than we could have expected for their first day here. If we hadn't hired them, we'd have gone into the film festival completely unprepared. I get that. I'm not saying they did absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to make clear that we need to get this figured out sooner rather than later. I mean, this Joker sending notes to locals who are just scouted now. It pisses me off. And a little worked up over this, aren't you? Not that I disagree, mind. Definitely. Can't let them win. You know, there's something I can't help but wonder. What is that culprit trying to accomplish? What? What do you mean? What's there to wonder? No, she's right. I don't see what this person's trying to get at myself. If all they wanted to do was cancel the film festival, it'd be quicker just to threaten the terror attack again and be done with it. Instead, they're sending those notes to individual actresses and even dancers. That's a pretty roundabout way of doing it. Huh. That's a good point. I see what you mean. The means and ends don't appear to add up, so to speak. Even if it doesn't change the fact that the festival is still being interfered with. Yeah, I got a feeling that little contradiction is the key to all this.
Sounds like you all are having a rather intriguing conversation.
Huh? Hey buddy, what the hell's Your Highness? I didn't realize you were here too. I'm sorry we aren't exactly dressed for a meeting with the prince.
No, please. You've nothing to worry about. You two are like a pair of flowers blooming in the desert. You're the film industry's greatest treasures. Zemurious treasures. Please, bless us with your beauty as you wish. Quench the thirsts of we cast down mortal men with your presence.
The voice sounds familiar, but I can't quite exactly place it. I certainly have a way with words, that's for sure. Tell me intrigued. Could he be?
Your Highness, please, remain respectful.
I'll tone it down, Najee, fear not.
Sharid Azval, Prince of Elsa.
But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sharid Azval, son of Grand Prince Salman of Elsai.
I was pronouncing it wrong the whole time.
This is my dear and trusted secretary, Najee.
Najee Burka.
Judith and Nina have informed me about you all. It appears you're handling their private business for them.
Those blue eyes are just immensely contrasting the rest of the outfit.
If so, I'd like to consult with you all about
Eyes
a certain
immediately
something as
drawn.
well. If it would not be an imposition.
A letter. Alright, we're listening. We are listening. So he received his own note. First off, let me reiterate that it's a real pleasure to make your acquaintance, Prince Sharid. I wouldn't ever expect a guy as big and important as you to give some guy doing odd jobs in Calvert like me the time of day. You're too humble, Mr. Arkwright. I understand you're exceedingly capable, so I wanted to make sure to talk to you. As a matter of fact, I've heard things about all of you, including your temporary help. You honor me, Your Highness. Still, can't say a swimming pool's where I expected to bump into the heir to the throne. Life's just full of surprises. I knew you were one of the sponsors for the film festival, but I can't believe someone of your stature would actually receive one of those threatening notes. Well, it's true, unfortunately. The contents are the same as the one we got. The prince got the letter 5 days ago. He's been staying at the Grand Suite. That's just about the same time as ours came in. Guess that means we were sent to both Edith and Tharba at the same time then, huh? I initiated an investigation immediately, of course, but we still haven't determined how the note got to the prince. At the very least, it appears to have been expertly camouflaged. Sounds just like what happened with Sarah when she got her note. You're referring to the dancer I recommended to go to, yes? I heard she received one as well. Given she was only scouted this afternoon, however, that is exceedingly swift. Timing is too perfect. I believe at this stage we can safely rule out this being some mere prank, don't you agree? Yeah, right there with you. In fact, I think it's time. I think it crossed that line as soon as you were sent your note, Your Highness. Yeah, whoever we're dealing with, this guy's either got guts or he's a complete dumbass. Maybe even a little bit of both. That being said, for a guy who received a threat, you seem pretty relaxed about it, Your Highness. Plus, you're pretty confident in your lady friend there to approach the likes of us, too. You are not incorrect, my friend. Truth be told, she's also my bodyguard and one of the Principality's greatest sword fighters. Quite possibly its very best. In fact, I would go so far to reckon she outclasses even the likes of Mr. Arkwright and your concierge. No kidding. To be honest, I suspected as much since first laying eyes on her. Got me there. Hard to stack up against a bodyguard serving such a hotshot. No, and just to be clear, the man's fine. No need to be stiff with me. Van it is then. You are 24, yes? That makes me 3 years older than you. Everything Mr. Godey has told me about you adds up. You clearly have a lot of promise. After all, not just anyone could discern the deep, nuanced themes behind Golden Blood. I suppose I am right in thinking you've seen the limited run R17 Director's Cut. Of course, no real fan can miss it. Wish I could catch it again while I'm here too. But with my underage assistants tagging along, I can't. Shame, makes for a real good watch. I knew you were a man of taste. I couldn't agree more. My younger sister once happened to see it as well, and I'll tell you, she was giving me the dirtiest looks for the longest time after that. Sounds like it must have been a trying time in the Aswell household. Wow, these were like peas in a pod. You don't have to get so excited, Van, please. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that a man of His Highness's status wouldn't even know Mr. Arkwright's age. I like him. He's a guy who's clearly true to himself. You don't see high and mighty rich boys as unreserved as him every day. Must be so tiring working with a guy like him all the time, isn't it? No, I'm just used to it at this point. Hey, is that Judith Lannister and Nina Fenley? Oh no, it's these two, I think. Are these the same people? Or are these the, or are these new, jerks? Wow, real stars out and about in their swimsuits. Only at the Algemira, I tell ya. Hey, could you girls give us autographs? Or better yet, why not come and have some fun with us, huh? Wait. We meet again. Yep, it's the same exact people. This is where you guys are staying? All the places. This place must take anyone who can pay if they'll let trash like this stay here. Give me a break. You're those pricks from this afternoon. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, more guests. Are these friends of yours? Not quite. We had a little business with them earlier today. Sorry, Your Highness. I'll make everyone pipe down. Like hell you will. Your luck's run out, buddy. You're in big trouble. You guys, take on the dudes. Yeah, she's just gonna... Yeah, sounds about right. Just second form galed all their pants off. Huh? Holy. They move so fast.
Oh my! Have more young men come to play? I've got to hand it to you all. It takes guts picking a fight with the Prince of Elsheim. Shouldn't you boys be enjoying this beautiful night elsewhere? Although, if you insist on staying, I'll be more than happy to show you all a good time.
Our mistake, we'll be leaving now. Yep, that's right. A wink. No wonder you're His Highness's right hand. Some quick swordplay you got there.
It was nothing. I could have handled one such as them in my sleep.
As I said, one of the Principality's best.
I wonder what exactly the sword fighting style that they say that she uses is. No doubt. Oh, there's someone even better than Elaine and Sylphid? I'd say I have a lot to learn.
Well, with that excitement out of the way, I suppose now's as good a time as any to wrap up. I know it is not much, but I'm prepared to offer the same sum as these ladies in exchange for your services. But please, don't let my case trump theirs. Whenever you figure things out, just be sure to pass the information on to me.
Real quick. I'm looking up his voice actor because I feel like I should know it. Alejandro Saab. I'm just going to scroll for a small moment to see what I find. And I gotta say, wow, I like know so few of these people. Voices a random dude called Liang and trails into reverie. Ah. Yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you all. I expect great things from your impromptu helper as well.
Alright, now that's taken care of. Main story, proceed. With the excitement having died down, the party said their goodbyes, bringing their first day in Tharbad to a close. The group made a beeline straight back to the inn. Night goes on. After a full day in addition to such a long drive, everyone's exhaustion was quickly catching up to them. An early night's rest was in order so as to get ready to resume their investigation the next day. Or so it seemed.
What are you talking about? The night's still young. The girls might be passing out soon, but who's to say we can't stay up and have a little after-dark fun, huh?
Oh boy.
Kid, I envy your energy. Haven't given up on that nightclub near the casino, huh? I'm tempted to just let you loose and tell you to go have fun on your own. But I do that, and I have a feeling you'll burn half the town down. I'll tag along, as your chaperone.
Oh boy. There's a misunderstanding just waiting to happen.
Hell yeah, that's the spirit. And come on, don't act like you weren't totally down to clown.
Oh, shut it. You gotta act respectable when you get to be my age.
Gotta act like a normal adult.
When do you think you two will be back?
Oh, hi.
Where the hell did you come from?
We'll make sure we're back before midnight. If you could keep the girls distracted for me while we're gone, I'd appreciate it.
As you wish, Mr. Arkwright. Enjoy your night, you two.
Okay, seriously, what's the deal with that maid of yours, huh? That prince seemed extra keen on her for some reason, too. Wasn't just me who noticed, huh? But given her employment background, maybe it's not so weird that word about her gets around. For real. You're trusting of this woman you have a shady-ass contract with, too, you know. Today was your first time actually meeting her, wasn't it? Yeah, we've been in touch back and forth for about 3 years now. Not like I don't know her at all. But never mind that. Let's have her little peek and then head straight back. We don't want the girls worrying about us. Sound like an old dad fretting over his daughter. Not that old, damn it. Yeah, better make sure I go prepared. Huh? What are you doing? Let's hurry up and go in already. What, he call for backup or something in case something happens?
Oh, yeah! This music's my jam!
Not this way.
Well, we've come this far, might as well make our way in. What do we got? Fan servicey. This is where the budget went, huh? Hell yeah, now this is how you run a club. Let's find empty seats and get our asses in them already. I'll have a tharbad night. What about you? I'll take an Alexander. Extra nutmeg. As you wish, sirs. You're nothing not consistent, aren't you? Can I say? Gotta have it with nutmeg. It's pretty damn good, you know. Synchronized pole dancing. Oh, that's the chick that we saw in the underground. What's that?
Oh, the women here are exquisite. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay, those two are shady as shit. Wait, what are...
Oh, come now, darling. Don't go lighting up in here.
Man's got snake eyes.
I'm sorry, dear. He's just had a little much to drink, is all. Still, there's something to be said for the occasional indulgence.
Just so. It's been some time since I last found myself in this city. It's shaping up to be a good stay. And I, for one, plan to make the most of it.
We should leave some parting gifts here as well for such a lovely time. It's only polite. The only question is, what sort of presents young ladies like these days?
Now that's what I'm talking about. I couldn't take my eyes off that dancing. And now, the woman you've all been waiting for.
Hey. Hey, pay attention. What? What's the big...
Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's star! Tharbad's most beautiful nocturnal butterfly, handpicked to take part in the upcoming Carnal Cavalcade. It's Lady Sora! You won't want to miss this. This could be her last performance here if her debut at the film festival makes a splash. They say nobody's managed to take this vixen home. If anyone hopes to break that streak, tonight's your last shot.
Oh, great. Another gun.
But enough from me. Cue the music.
Chekhov's gun. Those people just vanish? I'm more concerned about that. October 6th, 12:30 a.m. So you got debts to pay.
Yeah. My sister and I, we're not originally from Calvard. We grew up in a town in the Central East. When Shahina was still little, my parents had a hard time making ends meet and borrowed money from some unsavory characters.
Shark loans.
Once my parents passed on, I tried to run away with Shahina, and we ended up here.
Guessing your peace and quiet didn't last long, and they were banging on your door soon enough. Listen to all the way out here. Those must have been some bad dudes your parents borrowed from. The fact you got this side hustle too and still haven't paid it off says a lot.
I know. It's not something I'm exactly proud of.
Why? Nothing to be ashamed of. Not like you've had to go and sell your body or anything. Hell, even if you did, you'd just be doing what you had to in order to survive.
To be completely honest, that's exactly how they wanted me to pay them back, at first. But I heard about Calvert and its system for absolving debts taken up by one's parents. When I thought about it, though, doing either one of those things would feel like I'd be renouncing their memories.
You're honoring their memories by keeping their debts alive? That is some back-asswards way of thinking. You decide to repay them with the dancing you'd picked up in the family. I get it. The way I see it, as long as those guys get their money back, they really can't complain how you make it. Wonder you were so hesitant on bringing in the guild earlier.
More or less. I appreciate what they do, but I have to imagine they'd recommend I get the debt forgiven and, well, it's stupid to be so proud over something like this. I know.
Not exactly the most elegant way to go about things, to be sure. And the way you're talking, I'm guessing you haven't said anything to your sister. Not just about your other job, but the debt itself.
It's hard to tell her everything this far in, you know?
Yeah, the lie's gone on too long. They're in too deep.
Plus, there's actually some light at the end of the tunnel now. Once I get my commission for taking part in the Carnal Cavalcade, I should be able to pay the remainder off.
Ah, so that's what you got planned, huh? Man, I just do not get it. Because everybody around me seem to always pick the path of most resistance. Wouldn't it be smarter to take it easy as best you can and try to coast through life? For yourself. Once someone set their mind on something, it's pretty damn hard to shake them off of it. At Pat. Anyway, I think things will be okay with Shahina if you tell her. Might get a little mad at you for keeping it a secret, but she's mature enough to know you did out of love for her. You just focus on the parade for the time being. Let the rest of us worry about that dumb old note. I'd be lying if I said what I saw back there wasn't hot, but more than that, I could tell there was real art you put into it. Oh, and don't worry about paying us any commission. That dance is all the reward fine young men like us could need.
Aw, Van. All right, I won't worry about it. I'll make sure to knock them dead tomorrow. You won't want to miss it.
God damn, this guy never misses a beat.
Now you've done it!
Oh boy. Wait, what? Why are you in your outfit?
Huh? What the?
Kill, what's your Hey, I know you. I seen you in the tabloids.
I am so disappointed in you, Spriggan. You're dragging this poor woman around town all night, only to make her cry. Have you no shame? I always knew you were a good-for-nothing, and this proves it.
You were watching us this whole time. Don't you have anything better to do? You know, they call it beauty sleep for a reason, right? You'll age faster to keep pulling all-nighters like this.
Excuse me? Thanks for calling me old when I'm not!
I didn't say that. Quit putting words in my mouth.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think this is all a big
I mean, yeah, it is, but...
Whatever. There's no reasoning with you. In the name of Adios, I'll kick you straight to Gehenna, you unrepentant philanderer!
This is all just a misunderstanding. So you're the thief that's been causing all that mayhem in Edith, huh? Wait a sec. Save the chit-chat for later. Here she comes.
Deploying shards!
Alright, I was not prepared for this.
Get away!
Bring it on!
It can't hide the shark boost to get the upper hand.
I feel like that's very similar to the amount of HP she had before.
Party!
Go all out.
Actually,
Say your prayers, buddy!
we do this first.
Here goes.
Go all out. Activate
Time for the main event.
Bad touch.
Fans alive! Raid!
Oh wow, that did like a full third of her HP. Very nice.
My move now. Gotcha! Go
Alright, what's the most powerful thing we got?
Give it up already!
Fire Squall it is.
Make it count, Aaron!
That all you've got?
Oh. I guess she gave up. You got like what? 1 or 2 attacks in? Damn, she's pretty good. Just calm down already. You got it all wrong.
Calm down? Calm down? I was such a fool thinking you were anywhere near decent. Nina needs to wake up to the truth, and I'll do whatever.
Stop! You're making a mistake!
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'm here to give them their just.
You're wrong. Van and Aaron were just walking me home. I was just telling them about my life and got a little emotional in front of them. That's all.
It's okay. You don't have to put on a brave face anymore. It must have been so hard dealing with... What? Seriously?
Yep.
Huh.
Alright, you can leave now.
Right. I'll let you off the hook this time. But next time you make some poor girl cry, there'll be hell to pay. Got it? You better remember that.
Goodbye. What was all that about? It's me. Looks like someone was playing dress up as an infamous phantom thief and got a little too into a role. Hey, anything going on? I'm thinking. Yep, sure. Like her. Look, let it go. She has her reasons for doing it. Getting into it will just cause us headaches. For real. And now everybody from Arkwright Solutions knows, because I'm pretty sure, oh, it's Melchior. Because I'm pretty sure, Reset probably knows.
Well, what'd you think? Like what you saw?
Was this a bait?
That I did. They were just as I'd hoped. Moreover, our surprise guests appear to be greatly anticipating what's to come.
We got like 4 new most likely villains in the last few minutes.
I think it's time we turn up the heat, don't you? Perhaps with a golden frenzy to instill some proper fear.
Oh, I agree completely, boss.
Goes to Daybreak. Things are finally getting interesting after me basically faffing about for 2 weeks. Doing who knows what most nights, so I couldn't actually play the game as often as I wish. Why is everybody staring at Van? Come on, girls, no need to sulk. Breakfasts are gonna get cold. I mean, get a load of this hummus. This stuff is something else. Not mad. Glad you two were able to have fun by yourselves last night. You should have said something. How am I supposed to protect you if you sneak out like that? Luke is in for it now. So much for our trip staying a secret. My sincerest apologies, Mr. Arkwright. It's my fault for not maintaining the facade. It's not your fault. You did your best. Not the time to have that Genesis go off, that's for sure. Wow. From the sound of it, lit up around the time we were catching up with everyone's favorite Phantom Thief, yeah? Alright, although the timing of it may have just been a coincidence. I was really scared something had happened to you two. Yeah, I get it. I beefed it. Big time. But seeing as Mare Bear was nowhere to be found, it's not as though the situation was same as before. Indeed, perhaps that suggests there are multiple response patterns that can trigger it. Still, I would have guessed it was her all along. Did you have any idea, Small Fry? Yeah, pretty much. She moves just like that in the movie, so... Excuse me? Just like what movie? Never mind that. Doesn't matter right now.
Hi, everyone. I hope you've had a good morning.
Oh, hello, Sarah. Good morning. Already on about this early, huh?
Yes. I have a meeting to attend over at Vegas Films. They say we're really going to have to rush to get me ready for the parade.
Oh boy.
And I'm coming along to listen to every word they have to say, because I'm her manager. Maybe with a little luck, I'll get to meet Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster.
Sounds like an ulterior motive to me. I didn't ask you to tag along, you know. They're probably going to yell at you and ask you to leave. I wouldn't be so sure. I think the director's gonna fall head over heels for me too. You can see it now. Shahina, sweetheart, you're a once in a generation find. You got what it takes to be the next great star. I've got to figure out what I'm gonna say when that happens. I can't go in unprepared. Well, fingers crossed. Good to see you're still full of energy, Shahina. Knowing Goti, I don't think that's really out of the question. Hey, you never know what else to try. Still, I have to imagine this parade's not going to be like your normal dancing. With any luck, this opportunity could open some real doors for you. Big doors, I think. Thanks, Fan. I think so too. Wish me luck. Hey, is it just me, or does something feel a little different between the two of you? Wait. Is he the boyfriend you've been seeing at night? He is, isn't he? Hina? Afraid not. We all just met yesterday, remember? Oh yeah, oopsies. Sorry about that. She gets ahead of herself sometimes. The hair is doing some weird, almost physicsy stuff. But it's not really interacting with the hands. It's just clipped right there. Good luck with your work today, everyone. I hope everything goes well for you. And not just when it comes to my request, either. You sure it's not him? I'm extraordinarily sure. Come on, we have to go. Wow, that text was so fucking fast. But don't tell me you guys think it's actually true. I already explained to you what we were doing last night. Yeah, I know, but still. That's Mr. Arkwright, ever the lady killer. Huh? When did Van kill ladies? You'll get it later on, kid. Shut up, come on, tell me. And here we go again. Now, getting back to the topic at hand, we do need to figure out what's going on with these threatening notes. Especially now that Sarah's gotten one too. Right, this being the day before the festival, this will probably be when things start to pick up. Gotta figure out when something's bound to turn up as long as you keep sniffing around. That's exactly what we're going to do. Let's hunt for more 4 SPGs, but keep your eyes peeled. Don't lose sight of why we're really here. Right, of course. Roger. Yeah, my full support as always, Mr. Arkwright. Patrols. And all the people we have to talk to. Again. Yay. Well, I guess it'll let us know when we hit a point of no return, so I guess we could just see what 4 SPGs are around here.
Now, what's it say?
So we got 4 SPG. Archaeological Expedition. I'm here to investigate the ruins in the underground waterway, but I need an escort capable of taking down the monsters that wander about. When I asked about the guild for help, they told me to come back another day because of how busy they are. I only have a limited amount of time, so I can't afford to wait. I'll be near the entrance to the underground waterway, so please come. An archaeologist wants our help? That's interesting. Got a hunch he's not the only one trying to reach out. Let's check the bulletin board in the entertainment district, too. Right there. Oh yeah, a bunch of people to talk to, so let's start. Okay, starting today, you're going to be helping around the bazaar. What you're about to do might feel tough while everything's new to you, but trust me, it's all part of your training. Yeah, right, I doubt it'll be anything that hard. I cleaned ditches and swept chimneys before. Nothing you could suggest will scare me, just spit it out already. Well, if you insist, your first job is going to be as a barker. Congratulations. You're going to put on a loud voice and do whatever you can to drum up excitement around the stalls and bring in customers. What? You can't make me do that. I don't know how to. I don't know. Hype people up. Sure you do. You just don't realize it yet. Take those apples you can find at Monsieur's stall. Those apples are so good you stole them countless times, yes? If anybody can tell customers just how delicious they are, it's you. Shut up. Alright. Give it a try. Just lay off me already. Got her hitting the ground run. I see. Hang in there, kid. Let's see. And then these use how things work in the bazaar, so I plan on starting her off as a barker. With the influx of tourists right now, it ought to make for good training for her. So some of these they don't properly actually handle when new dialogue happens. Sigh. How did I end up working for a stall I used to swipe food from? I mean, seriously. But I guess I can't complain too much. I have gotten some nice food to eat, and I like the room I'm staying in. Could be worse. Maybe it's not so bad working here after all. I've been such a fool, a complete and utter moron. What have I been doing with my life? Coming here and taking in the festive atmosphere has made me realize I was so stupid for letting myself be a cog in the corporate machine. Stupid manager and his bald head, worthless coworkers, everybody's always trying to make me take responsibility for everything. Screw this, screw that, screw it all. I should quit and try something new instead. Be my own boss for once in my miserable life. That guy has a lot to say. I don't know what's going on with my husband. He's never been the best drinker to be sure, but he hasn't drunk anything today. And even when he gets drunk, he's never quite like, this. The other people carrying on over there also look like they're extremely drunk too, but I don't think I saw them drinking either. What in the world's going on here? Ah, the Orbital hookahs are, really going off. I just had a talk with Father Mukhtar about how we should keep the children safe, seeing as there's so much trouble today. It could be really dangerous if any of them get lost out there, which is why I'm telling them they shouldn't walk by themselves. For those parents who are too busy to look after them today, we're also happy to take their children in and look after them if need be. Out of curiosity, Vic. I just wanted to see if she actually said nothing new. She did not say anything new. Everybody's getting all worked up about the festival, but I don't get what the excitement's about. Could it really be all that great? Maybe it's just because I don't really know all that much about films. It's hard to say. I kept my distance from them up till now, but maybe I should try watching one to see if I can figure anything out. He's been acting real weird since last night. He never yells like that. Must be tired. I'm sure he'll be back to normal soon. Not scared at all. People in the temple are all so nice. There are a lot of people yelling and fighting outside. It's safe inside the temple though. But I'm worried about my mom. She works in the bazaar. She could be with me here. Despite Darbad being a lively entertainment destination for decades now, never in all my time have I seen such a tumult in the city. Many residents are understandably concerned about what's going on. I pray all this doesn't lead to any greater conflicts. It's during times such as these that we must spread the spirit of tolerance and understanding that has served us so well. Once the festival's over, I hope to be able to sit down with our politicians and business leaders to discuss the future of our city.
Right.
You know, are Shahina and her big sister okay? There's so many more scary people than before. There's gonna be just like yesterday for them again. Parade is tomorrow. If something happens to them, I sniffle. Hey, move the car. With all these tourists going nuts, I'm thinking maybe I should just cancel my Sandsea tours for today. Sigh. It's infuriating when people drift off from the car on a whim. I'd be in a world of trouble if any kids got lost in those sand dunes. Though to be honest, I'm even more concerned about how Sarah and her sister are doing right now. I'm happy they recruited Sarah for the parade, but I'm worried she's working herself too hard. And have all this craziness on top of that? Oops. See what's going on at the Bracer Guild. They probably have their hands full with all of the violence going on in the city. Young people these days have no respect for law and order. I heard there was a big fight around here just this morning. If they hadn't drowned themselves in bites forgetting their devotion to Arusha, the city wouldn't be the mess that it is today. Those motion pictures are especially wretched. I tried to watch one of that Salvatore Godi's things and was absolutely appalled. Such obscene trash is good for nothing but destroying people's morals. No wonder the young have lost their way. Voice. Very interesting. We've been getting reports of fighting and sudden disturbances all day. The police have their hands full trying to respond to everything. They're trying to respond to everything. Apparently, according to two people I talked to who dealt with a similar case, this is completely identical to another case. There must be some mutual connection behind both incidents. once she gets here from the main branch, we should probably step up our investigation. Have you tried checking people's orbal hookahs? Just a suspicion. Drugs are bad, okay? We had some weirdo get, well, weird with me earlier. He was genuinely scary. His eyes looked so weird and bugged out. The first time I've gotten any real attention doing this, and it had to turn out like that. Just my luck. I can only imagine how many times Sarah and Shahina must have had to deal with that. Marusha. Friends apparently checking into the general movements and new arrivals, so I'm gonna tackle things from a different angle. Specifically, I'm going to ask the Caravanneers if they've noticed any unusual activity nearby to see if I can glean anything with their insight. I just wish you didn't have to worry about more fights breaking out. I really prefer to focus entirely on our investigation. I'm telling you, Darbat's booming bigger than ever right now. I gotta get on this while the getting's good and stock up on everything I possibly can get my hands on. Who cares if I go a little in the red right now? It'll work out. I can just tell I'll be able to recoup everything and then some. No prob. Yeah. I ended up waking up early today because there was a commotion right in front of my home this morning. This might be festival season, but I've never seen Darbatters act so wildly. Sure, people get excited sometimes, but we're good about not causing trouble for other people, but now? Bizarre.
Oh, come and see if you'd like.
It's like, are there like a lot of drunk-looking people just gathered around? I only see... There's this guy.
Need some spices, perhaps?
I can't tell if this guy is like doing a drunk pose loop, but tourists have been getting pretty rowdy lately, to put it nicely. Another hookah seller I know is telling me about how his customers got in such a frenzy that things were a little out of hand. Yet everyone's excited about the film festival and all, but it's almost like they've properly lost their minds. I really appreciate the temple agreeing to look after my daughter for a little while. With all these people coming in and the bazaar getting so busy, I'd be worried about her getting lost. This way I know she's safe. Plus, that new friend she's made yesterday is there too. That'll help keep her occupied.
Hello.
Nothing new.
Thanks for shopping.
The energy here is simply incredible. Are all film festivals so joyous? It scares me how many people are so unrestrained, but I must admit my curiosity is now piqued. Plus, it's a chance to hopefully learn a little more about younger folk. I don't want to toss that away.
Alrighty.
Why, hello. Thank you. Why, hello. Thank you.
There's like no hangouts yet. My supplier was weirdly riled up when he came to drop off some stock earlier. It was hard even carrying a conversation with him. He was fired up, but speaking incoherently at the same time. Bizarre. Not the only one who's been acting off either. Worse, and some other residents are being odd too. Just be because of the festival coming up. It's given me the creeps somehow. Doesn't seem right.
Hey there. See ya.
It might be the day before the film festival and all, but it feels like people are almost getting too excited for it, you know? I mean, I could tell people were excited yesterday too, but today it suddenly hit a fever pitch. Maybe I'm just overthinking things, but it feels so abrupt. I don't know. You're not wrong. I do my best to try and respect what young folks try to do, but all this mayhem is testing even my patience. I understand everyone getting excited at being exposed to new ideas and culture, but that's no excuse for them to go acting like hoodlums. Either way, something about this doesn't feel right to me. None of what's happening feels natural.
Just a quick break, that's
What's up? The festival might be tomorrow, but is it worth getting this excited for? Feels like everyone's going nuts. Some of the neighbors seem like completely different people, all full of energy and practically bouncing off the walls. I'm really worried this is all going to cause trouble for the inn somehow. For the sake of our guests, I hope things settle down sooner rather than later. I don't want all this getting in the way of their comfort. I've known Romani a good while now, and I like to think I understand him pretty well. But I've never seen the man in such high spirits. He hasn't even had anything to drink. I heard there's been some more commotion than usual over at the bazaar, too. It's all getting to be concerning. Guess can't exactly enjoy their stay here if there's too much of a ruckus outside, you know?
Looking is always free.
Come back for more anytime.
No cooking. Okay, let's go to the other side of town, talk to those people there, and then we do the quest. Am I able to leave town to go to the, Nancy? No.
There sure are a lot more people around. I would assume it's because the festival is nearly here.
Alright. I always thought that Officer Kelvin didn't take his job as seriously as he needed to, but this time he's gone too far. He outright abandoned his post. Can you believe it? I definitely need to have a word with the precinct about it later. I cut him some slack before, knowing he was new and needed to get used to the job, but I can't look past dereliction of duty. That was the guy who was probably smoking the Orbal hookah. I like to think I'm a man who could keep up with a festival and things heat up. I've got to be honest with you. This one is wearing me out. I can't keep up when things get this crazy. Bye. This festival is really something else. Let me tell you, I've seen my fair share of festivals in my time. Gotta wonder how people find all this energy and vigor in the middle of a scorching hot desert.
Looking to buy some? You again.
Oh, he made it closer to the sand sea. See that, Hardy? This was exactly the kind of thing a guy like me needs. Things built for driving through sand dunes. You were worrying about nothing at all. Sure, I might have kicked up a bit of sand, but that's part of the fun. I like seeing it in the air. It's like stardust flowing around. Now that I'm all hyped up, time to hit up those actresses and see if I can conquer those dunes. It's gonna be great. Oh boy. Young master, I do believe I warned you. Such driving is incredibly dangerous and serves nobody's interest. I am, of course, relieved to see that neither you nor your vehicle have been harmed by your excursion. However, that leap through the air was truly terrifying. I felt as though I lost 5 years of my life watching that.
Alrighty.
And we got the guy guarding the parking lot over here. What's up? I hear from the cops that folks around town have been getting rowdy lately. Around here, at least, people are going feral over parking spaces. I'll try my best to hang in there until the end of the festival, but to tell you the truth, I'm at the end of my rope physically. I just need it to all be over so I can take a dip in the hammam and recharge. Sigh. I'm curious. No dents. When I get back, I'm gonna give you a full wash, top to bottom. Why? It still looks good as new to me. Well, it is covered in sand. Ah, poor guy. Can't stand to see his baby looking nothing less than her finest. He'll survive, old man. That was some rare dialogue. We probably not too many people seeing that one. Last night, I saw that girl at the nightclub again. Oof, just remembering her makes me feel so... Sigh. What am I doing? The dancer's my daughter's age, yet here I am, lusting after her. But I can't stop myself. I don't care if it's wrong. I've gone too far to give up now. Last night, huh? I must make him a fan of a certain dancer. This takes all kinds when you're as popular as her. Yeah, this guy's having a real normal one. He's in way too deep. I don't get it. Are you guys talking about that place you two visited last night? Sigh. All I'll say is, whatever you two saw in there, I'm glad Fury wasn't exposed to it. It's so hard to explain what her dancing means to me. We're in the same space. It's like I can feel her very breath. Like her breathing is somehow synchronized with one another. It's as if her breathing is what keeps me alive, what gives me life itself. Man is way too far gone. Don't be shy. Step right up. You're gonna love what I have for sale. Better act fast so I'll only get more customers. This stall's as popular as ever.
Hey there.
I think he said the same exact spiel last time. Looks like these people are getting into a drunk fight. We had some scuffles out in the alley this morning. They're practically back to back, which is unheard of at such an early hour, even in our neck of the woods. Or desert, rather. Why is there such headaches for me? If any break out at places we're contracted with, I have to go and sort them out, which is no fun. Now let's see if we get any unique dialogue for poking our heads in here. Surprisingly not. I assume we'd get kicked out like going through this doorway. Or I guess archway, because there's no door. I guess some fights broke out around town this morning. It's hard not to worry about where things are headed when it all gets less safe. I'd best get in touch with the security company we have contracted out just to be sure. They're just as trustworthy as our own sponsors. If anyone can keep our customers safe in these uncertain times, it's them. Hey, might be me, but when I think of security outfits that pump big money to the Central East, you know who comes to mind? Oh yes, he's almost certainly referring to Marduk. At the very least, I know there's a casino in the database that's funded with ballast money. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't trust Darbat's police, but when you're a casino, you can never be too prepared. After all, we make quite a lot of Mira, and our customers tend to be incredibly well off, to say the least. And this guy, still smoking the orbital hookah? Hey, what's all the commotion outside? Alright, that whole film festival's going on, isn't it? Through all the pomp and circumstance, I'm here to have fun, and that's exactly what I'm having thanks to this amazing hookah. I just know I'm gonna win even bigger than I did yesterday. I think this calls for an extra big play. And no money. In times like these, when people let their guard down, you can really start to see their true colors. Like the film festival. A lot of people around here are getting really excited now that we're about to have our very first one. It's fascinating stuff to witness, not unlike a good round of cards in that regard.
Well...
Ramadi is still in the hotel, I guess? I've already spotted a number of people looking rather merry, you might say. Most people would think they're drunk, but trust me, as a bartender, it's clear as day that's not what they've had. Alcohol doesn't cause people to lose their inhibitions so fast. Plus, I couldn't smell it in their breath. Makes you wonder what the heck's going on. Looked unnatural, even given the excitement surrounding the festival. Huh.
Do you... I hope to see you again.
Oh, found the officer. Man, do people really expect me to just stand around and do nothing all day while this town's one big river of money? Working hard's for suckers. I'm gonna make a killing at this casino, then so long to the stuffy, low-paying cop life. I mean, what's fair about having us work while everyone else around here gets to have fun, huh? Nothing, that's what. Talk about not being cut out for a job. This guy wouldn't know the meaning of hard work if it was tied to a brick and thrown at his face. Wanted to see if he said anything new, and it just didn't show it. Some people seem to be puzzled about all the disturbances we've been seeing around here lately. On the flip side, you might argue that everyone acting all flustered shows their true colors coming out. Everyone has ugly sides they don't want to show. Laying them bare is no laughing matter. You may not think it, but the film festival is shaping up to be a learning experience in how we run the casino moving forward. Times like this, you can see shifts in our customer base and increased bet amounts, among other kinds of ripple effects. It's no exaggeration to say big events have a way of informing our operations long-term, as well as what new ventures we get into. Alright, out of here. Next stop, the shop just across the way. What's going on here? Oh, were these were the chicks that we saw yesterday, wasn't it? They're the ones that dropped the orbital hookah that Chekhov's gun this whole thing. I've already told you, please keep your clothes on here. We can do temperature adjustments on our air conditioner. Just keep your clothing on, I'm begging you. Oh, jeez. Dude, it's just me as a kid really hot. If this keeps up, I might have to start stripping, and we won't want that. Careful, Laurel. You know, in movies, it's always a saucy girl who shows a little too much skin and gets turned into shark meat first. Yeah, I'll be careful. I don't think you're going to be seeing any sharks in the middle of the desert. Well, girl, I have good news. They make all kinds of shark now. Sand ones, snow ones, whatever. Nature's finest apex predator can be admired anytime, anywhere. Isn't it grand? Yeah, they're messed up. I don't even know what's going on anymore. One thing's for certain. I'm on top of the world, baby. Woo! Hey, Chessmaster, how's it going? It's been quite a long time. Better make the most of these fights and see if I can land some hot studs. When life feels this good, who has time for nerves, right? YOLO! Everyone is so fucked in this town. Ah, this is great. My body feels all warm and stuff. I shouldn't have a care of the world right now. Should unwind like this more often. Yeah, how have you been, Chessmaster? I swear, those orbital hookahs or whatever you call them, they just keep flying off the shelves faster every day. Work is kicking your ass to haul them back? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It's unfortunate. Hopefully you're just hanging on there and enjoying what you can, right? Still working at the same airport job? I swear those orbital hookahs or whatever you call them, they just keep flying off the shelves faster every day. The principle behind how they work is pretty much the same as what you find in something like an orbital heater. All they basically did was mechanize and shrink down all the parts of the device that heats up the water and leaves. Is work especially busy thanks to all the stuff going on in Florida? I'd assume that there's some situation going on with that that kind of has a ripple effect. The hookahs are sold together with the pre-processed leaves, which is convenient. Maybe that explains their popularity. It's the pre-processed leaves. You've been betrayed, been jacked, and just recovered from an awful cold.
Alrighty.
I am genuinely curious about the jacked portion of that statement. You were jacked? How so? Like a robbery?
Don't worry, Citrus got your back.
How do we do it? It's custom? Yeah, it's custom. Open slot. Wow, we have no win, Sepith. Alrighty then.
Thanks, pal.
Apparently some scuffles broke out around town this morning. The owner here is really concerned. Normally we keep real swords on display, but unfortunately we've seen a few too many customers lacking self-restraint lately. I think it's best we keep them in storage until things calm down, just to be safe. Swords? So I guess those are fake.
What can I do for you?
See you again.
One night, a me drop up. One night, a me off the boss dropped my Bios card. Tried to pick it up, but a stranger pushed me to... What the fuck? Last time you wore pants that tight. What the fuck? That's a hell of a thing. Huh. Got a lot of customers surprisingly demanding. Angry customers this morning. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. Some of them have the craziest demands. They've even had folks grumble about not being able to sell camels to them, of all things. I've worked as a merchant for a long time, and never have I seen as many complaints at my shop in one day as I have today. But sometimes, you gotta put your feet to the fire to make a mirror, so that's what it takes to close those deals. Sign me up.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
No, we got nothing new
We
here.
await your next visit.
You're dealing with the roach right now? Oh, either catch or kill that piece of crap. Bugs are annoying. We are having our fall stink bug problem begin to ramp up. Like, they're absolutely insane. They literally form almost like a perimeter around our front door and just like swarm like the edges of the front door trying to get in. I have to spray it with like repellent like every so often to make sure they just stay the hell away. You have some nerve lounging about while all this is going on, Detective. At least you're already here. Convenient. I'll be putting you to work until the film festival is over. Understood? You can't be serious. You want me to give up my hard-earned vacation time just like that? You're damn right I do. Emergencies don't have a schedule. A detective worth his salt is always ready to act in an emergency. Either you work now and crack this case, or it spirals out of control and you have even less time to fool around. What will it be? What? You drive me all the way out here just so you can ditch me and go off to work? I finally caved in and agreed to do this after you badgered me so much, and this is what I get? I don't believe this. I get that she's upset, but why is she blaming Nate? Now, did they really have to stick me between a rock and a hard place? I was hoping to enjoy my vacation and the festival in peace. I understand Nate's a busy guy, but did he really have to drag me all the way out here and then ditch me? He should have told me this could happen soon. This could happen sooner. Now how am I supposed to kill time while I'm out here all alone? Are we even still going to be able to walk around the film festival tomorrow? I don't even want to think about it. You know what the weird thing is about like the stink bugs that surround our front door? There is one teeny tiny gap where they are able to get through. I have tried to seal it and have failed on a few occasions. They literally just crawl in the house and just die on the floor right in front of the door. It's very weird. We don't find them anywhere else in the house. There's just like a small pile of dead stink bugs just right by the little gap that they keep climbing through. So I usually just grab a piece of paper towel and let them go on their way. And this is supposed to be an opportunity to get away from work and go on a trip my first date in ages. I swear, life just can't catch me a break for even a minute lately, it feels like.
Well...
You lot again. I'd say this is a prize had Nate not already told me that he saw you earlier. I know it brings you to Tharbad, but I'll keep my questions to myself for the time being. Got far more pressing business to attend to at the moment. Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours. Understood? Understood. I reminded Nate time and time again that as a detective he needs to be prepared for work to come in at any time. I even told him we may well end up investigating Tharbad generally soon enough. He has no one but himself to blame here. You don't go into public service to be coddled. Either you get the job done, or the public suffers for it, period. Got every square inch of this door sealed, and those fuckers still find a way in there. Not as many as before, but still. Yeah. They are tenacious little bastards. Stink bugs and roaches alike. I'm not sure if we have too many roaches here in Michigan. I'm sure we do, but I don't think I've ever had any issues with them, or heard of anybody that I know, at least personally, that have had issues with them. Maybe it's just me, but do you get the feeling people are going a little crazier than they were yesterday? Do people here always go so hard when they're excited? I don't know how they can do it if so. People are getting so hot and bothered about the film festival. I guess that's a good sign we're in for something fun at least. I don't really watch movies, so I don't know much about what's going on. But I'm pretty curious at this point. Other bracer. That kid is just standing very oddly still in the fountain, and then you have those two just being drunk partying in the fountain. This morning has seen even more disturbances than yesterday. Some brawling even broke out a little while ago. The fact that the Edith police has dispatched detectives here says to me they suspect something's going on too. I'll let Ismail handle anything that requires more local insight into Tharbad than what I've got. As for me, I think I'll keep an eye on the trajectory of these tourists and where they're coming from.
Don't be shy.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like people are more feisty today. Not just tourists either, but the locals too. I thought I had my finger on the pulse of things better than my folks, but I'm completely stumped as to what's going on here.
What'll it be for thanks a bunch?
Nobody has found the common denominator yet, and it's sad. I was really hoping I could come in with my sister, but they told me they don't allow outsiders. I thought I'd have a chance to meet with some famous celebrities or something. So much for that, I guess. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go up to one of the staff members and get up in their face. Maybe. It's clear you want your sister to succeed, though. We're definitely rooting for her, too. I'm sure she's going to do just great. Aw, thanks. I know she's gonna knock them dead. Sarah we're talking about. My sister's so amazing what she does. I'm so proud of her. Well, if I can't get in now, now's as good a time as any to get some dance practice in myself. Sarah can't be the only one working hard out there. It wouldn't be fair. Nina sounds really anxious. Not that I can blame her. Oh, it doesn't help that Sarah can't perform like normal today or tomorrow. Hopefully the excitement doesn't get to either of them. Gotta do something. My sister can't be the only one busting her butt today. I think I'll go out and get a present for her, and maybe I'll do some dance practice too. I actually brought my costume with me. Might as well get changed into it since I already have it with me. Let's see. One thing I say for certain, they are known for hiding in warm and dark places. Strongly recommend not to leave the AC on. Well, I am leaving my AC on if it is hot as balls. That will attract the really big ones. Also, it probably helps that I live on the second floor of my condo complex. Our president seems really agitated about something. I wish he would spare a thought for his workers, though. Doesn't he realize that adding on to the parade at this stage is a big ask? Give me a teeny little break here. Between you and me, I think this company got too big too fast, slacking some fundamental things. President Dillon is somehow even more strung up than usual today, if you can believe it. Maybe he's just feeling on edge, what with all the turmoil in the city what with all the turmoil the city's been dealing with today. For my part, I've been ordered not to let anyone through unless he has personally authorized them. No exceptions. Here we go. Oh, hi, Sarah. I'm supposed to start some intensive training to get ready for the Carnal Cavalcade. I'm just waiting for Director Godi and the others to arrive. They were supposed to be here by now. Maybe they're at the hotel. Hey, here we go. We'll go to the hotel first because we have to go to the quest board anyway. I feel like things are extra chaotic outside today, even with the film festival so close. Even in Vegas Films itself, it felt weirdly tense for some reason. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I don't know. Guess I'll have to give up on getting a tour today. It feels like a really bad day to disturb them. Everybody at Vegas Film seems to be getting ready for the film festival. I'm worried we might have ruffled some feathers. We got impatient and tried to give them a proposal that we came up with, but it's probably going to be a while before we hear back. Sigh. We want to make sure we enjoy our time out here, especially as our way of showing thanks to everybody at Vegas Films for what they've done. Right, a few more people to talk to. And there's some insanity going on over here. There was a weird commotion around here earlier. First people started brawling, then all of a sudden we had people tearing off their clothes and yelling real loud. I know it's festival season and all, but that's not how you hold a celebration. What the hell's gotten into people, huh? Like they all forgot how to have fun.
Look around. Peace out.
The atmosphere here is so weird. Are Festival in Darbad always this lively? I knew it wasn't going to be like the Messeldom Film Festival, but I didn't quite imagine it being this unhinged. Oh no, she's smoking the orbital hookah. And is it just me, or is my mother being kinda loud? She's a lot more punchy and energetic than I'm used to seeing. People seem to be really high-strung this morning. I hate it. I guess I was getting used to this place and sleeping soundly too. Now I see this patch of dirt for what it really is. But you know something? For some reason, I'm feeling a little pumped up. I feel like I'm young again. Young and dancing with my friends all over town. Yeah. Last week you tried leaving the AC on all night because you were feeling hot and thought it's been a while so you had proper cool air. Figured no way some big-ass roach will show up on its back dying. Well, guess what happened? Big-ass roach. Hey buddy, what's going on? Almost. I heard there were disturbances around town this morning. Fighting even. Be that as it may, our mission remains unchanged. No expense will be spared when it comes to ensuring the safety and comfort of our guests. To that end, if you run into any trouble, please don't hesitate to report it to me and my crew. We take care of it straight away. Gonna save real quick since it's been a while. And we're gonna get cutscene. Oh, hey everyone. Good morning. Nice to see you. Good to see you too. You seem real perky today. You guys sleep well after a tiring night? If anyone's tired, I bet it's old Lancer there. Look like you pulled an all-nighter. I have no idea what you're talking about. As full of his energy as I always am, believe it. Say so. Good to hear you're keeping well rested. Anyway, are you two going somewhere? Yeah, we're meeting with Sarah and some other people at Vegas Films to discuss the parade. After that, we've got basic rehearsal scheduled, which is looking like it'll take a while. That sounds rough. Hang in there, girls. I'm sure the parade's gonna be great. Aw, thank you, Fairy. All that is to say, we're going to have our hands full all day and won't be able to do much else. We better see you guys start to deliver some results today, understand? Yeah, we'll come through. Be careful not to do anything that'll attract the attention of, I don't know, local vigilantes. Get nothing to fear. Sad to say it, huh? Huh? Hello, everyone. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Oh, hello, Director. We're doing great, thanks. Well, at least physically. Mentally, I've been better. Sorry. I'll take it. You girls better be feeling great, because with an itinerary this good, tomorrow's parade will be the best in history. Sounds like you got some exciting stuff in store. What have y'all got cooking exactly? First, the parade will be going through the cultural and entertainment districts before stopping at the hotel for the award reception. Then the winners will be picked up and the whole thing will be back exactly the way it came. If that's all you'll be getting out of me, can't be spoiling all the surprises now. You'll just have to see for yourself what we have in store as it all unfolds. Although I will say the performers will be decked out in outfits made sexy by me personally. You're gonna love them. Trust me on this. Sexy outfits? Is gonna be a grown-up parade? But it better not be anything too revealing or else my agency's gonna have a serious problem with it. Anyway, there's still a handful of things left to hammer out, but we have the shape of it ready. Especially now that we've got Sarah with us. That woman is going to be the perfect star. She'll be a perfect beacon for just how diverse our republic really is. Eros runs in the blood of all humans. Our shared sensuality can transcend race and culture, bringing our species to new heights. There's only one man in Zemuria who can pull off the show to end all shows, and it's me, baby. One and only Salvatore Gotti. Man is a character. Is Sarah gonna be okay? I'm starting to worry now. Don't worry, for all his talk, he's got his head on straight. Kind of. He won't try to cross any lines with her. Probably. And on the off chance he does do something dumb, you can bet I'll kick his ass to the curb, so don't worry, it's cool. Oh yes, before I forget, you two ladies had better not forget to practice your awards speeches. Even I don't know which of you is going to take the crown as Best Actress. It'll be a surprise to all of us. Huh, they haven't posted the results ahead of time somewhere? Oh, absolutely not. They're said to be revealed during the film festival. None of us nominees know who's going to win or get runner-up. I like it this way. It's more exciting not knowing. I'm just glad to get to square off again like we did at last year's festival, right, Nina? You bet. Going down, Judith. Those two make for fine rivals, don't they? They really do. It's like they shine together. Anyway, to our meeting, we'll get it done quickly and get back to practice. Yeah, we better get going. Break leg, guys. See you all later tonight. At least one of those girls got their act together, unlike a certain bondage bimbo. What? Who are you? Yep. Now I think about it. Looks like that place is a lot more busy now. Well, we got a bunch of people to talk to here. Let's see. Oh, new comment. Unless I want to jump scare myself every morning to see one next to your window, the coldest you can get your room to get is actual room temperature. It's not too bad. Son, I understand what you're saying, but we can't resign ourselves to a line with Alzheimer. Not when we come this far. I'm not saying we have to devote ourselves to them, we just don't know what the balance of power in the Central East could be later. It's not good to put all our eggs in one basket. Doing so could put us in a tough situation as time goes on. Besides, there's more to our region than just Valis and Elsame. Yeah, like, it's so fucking hard to not pronounce it like that. There are plenty of smaller countries and unstable regions we could use. Now you're thinking like a man. When did you grow up so much, my boy? Alright, let's hear it. Got a plan for forging ties with Elsame without pissing off our friends in Valis? As a matter of fact, I do. It's going to involve a little bit of going back to our roots, one might say. As they say in the Central East, the ties between the clans are older than history itself. So with your permission, I'm thinking I could start to forge personal connections that will then leverage in the future. What do you think? You know, you might be onto something there. It's not like strategic marriages were common as dirt in my time either. Alright, let's do it. I want to be clear, I still intend to prioritize working with Valis. But if you think you can make inroads with Elsame's aristocrats, I won't stop you. Show me how far you can take this, son. Yes, thank you, Father. We can discuss the details later once you get home.
Alrighty.
So the kid is the one who is requesting he get married? You ran too long? How goes Van and his merry little band of misfits? Well, pretty much in terms of the moment, you basically just missed a sheer, like, 10 minutes of fan service. Other than that, it's everybody picking on Van for being, in his mid-20s. Because that's normal for, society. I really do want to forge good relationships with Carrie. I mean, the other families, you know? The way I look at it, if we build those connections now, that'll give our clan more options in the future. We have nothing to lose. And also Orbital hookahs. Those are the most absurd thing. They literally created vapes. I don't know when Mutt learned to think so cunningly, but I like what I hear. And that's what makes the boy my son. If he grows up to be a shrewd ruler like his father, I'll be more than content. And the Orbital hookahs are what is driving everybody absolutely insane. Just like in real life. In light of the disorder this morning, we're working to bolster security at the hotel. Unfortunately, it seems we have some agitators among our guests here, particularly on the upper floors. The other floor managers and I plan to come up with a response to those individuals sometime this morning. Last night, after I heard a commotion coming from the pool, some guests came rushing straight towards me. For reasons I can only imagine, one of them managed to lose their clothing. I kept my questions to myself and directed them to a tailor. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any of them all morning. I wonder what happened.
Alrighty.
They're dead. We can hope. I was just over at the office a little while ago, and you know, workers there struck me as being strangely inattentive. I'm sure some are simply excited about the festival, but that doesn't change the fact we're the ones managing the infrastructure for it. They really need to get their acts together. We have to be prepared for a huge influx of visitors while keeping things humming along. I mean, they were openly smoking Orbital hookahs right there in the office. That never used to happen. I expect better from them. More people upstairs? Oh, right. Did you know that the bartending tournament is actually going to be held on the same day as the film festival? My work at the hotel comes first, so unfortunately I won't be able to enter. It's a shame. A lot of prominent people are entering. Especially Bermati. Came all the way from the capital. He's still practicing hard even today. I admire his dedication. That's probably one of the reasons why he stands head and shoulders above most everyone else in our line of work. And the other conversation with the arranged marriage. Anyway, Mont Bashar says he'd like to be on better terms with me in the future. I'm not opposed. I was hoping you would agree so as to strengthen ties between our realms without conflict. What do you think? So the rumors about the Bashar heir being a sensible fellow on the side of the moderates are true. Certainly I don't wish for this antagonism between our families to persist with your generation. You're sure it wasn't all that? Now, if it's something like a strip club, then that would be something to regret over. Yeah, right. They definitely didn't go to a strip club. Not so fast. We still don't know if this young man truly harbors good intentions. For all we know, this could be a ploy to allow the Bashar Patriarch to ensnare our family and manipulate us. If Munt has even a single iota of wickedness in his eyes toward my beloved daughter, I shall not allow him to get anywhere near you. Father, don't you think you're being rude toward him before you even... This isn't rudeness, Kyla. It's diligence. Maintaining healthy skepticism is a part of living and working as a noble. We live in a world of conspiracy. You never know just who may be holding a knife behind their back, so to speak. You must take caution against such forces and learn how to protect yourself if you're to make it on your own. Give me a second, Chessmaster. I will answer your question in a second. The fact Kyla has learned to speak her mind about things between our family and the Bashars shows how much she's grown. It's a little reason why I only want her to act once she learns how to protect herself as befit a girl of nobility. Oh great, noble shenanigans. Things never go smoothly now, do they? Still, I'm lucky my father agreed to bring me to the festival. In the past, he would never bring me anywhere abroad. He's changing a little, I'll grant him that. Which means that if I can make myself just a bit more dependable, perhaps collaborating with Munt isn't out of the question. Okay, looks like we're done talking here. Alright. Chessmaster. What do you think this place is? Just from looking at this. I think it's an obvious enough answer. Oh no, oh yes. And we got dragged in there for a cutscene. Things are just about to wrap up now that the big event is coming up tomorrow. You gotta keep polishing things for as long as humanly possible. I want this parade to be nothing less than a masterpiece. But Chessmaster, have you not played this game yet? I'd assume that you already would have. But who knows? I don't know how much free time you have. I have had a lot less free time since I've been doing various other hobbies that get in the way of me playing video games. So try to smooth out the way you twist your hips a little more. It'll make you look sexier. Good idea. I'm sorry. I didn't know why I didn't think of that. It's okay. There's nothing to be sorry about. Just giving you advice on how to look more attractive out there. Oh, you know, it might work if you take it slow for that beat. Make it pleasing to watch. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Here goes Nina, coaching away. She's not too bad at it. I just wish I knew what that goatee could possibly be doing calling us out here like this. This Swanch, I wish he would put himself in our shoes, saying he'll join in once he finds those additional performers. Bye. Hey Sarah, try swinging your arms a bit wider. It'll make it easier to transition into the next move. So they're trying to do a big synchronized dance thing. Oh, it's you guys. I take you couldn't resist sneaking a peek at our little practice session. If you ask me, out of everyone here, Sarah's far and away in possession of the best dancing chops, no doubt about it. Probably doesn't hurt that Gotti wants something pseudo-Central Eastern, which has let her take to it pretty naturally. Still, what the hell is he thinking, ditching us at the 11th hour to go searching for more performers? I wonder if Goatee has been doing the Orbital Hookah. That little neck bolo tie is twitching the fuck out. I'm shocked at just how quickly Sarah's improving. Really speaks to just how good her instincts for these things are. She's already cut her teeth on Central Eastern dancing. That's more than half the battle right there. If she can just clear a few more hurdles, I think we'll be ready for tomorrow's parade with just a single full day of practice. What's up, Sarah? Between the Aiden Chronicles, don't know that one, and the Miles Edgeworth collection, still need to play those. They're even very occupied. Yeah, I need to play through the Ace Attorney stuff someday, but I have so much shit on my plate. I mean, like, God of War Ragnarok came out on PC, so I'm gonna have to play that one. Sparking Zero and Metaphor. Metaphor has gotten some really high ratings. I will have to consider playing that one. Like a 92 on Metacritic for like a JRPG. That doesn't happen too often. At least 92 on PC. I think the PS5 version, which I don't have a PS5, is like a 94. Oh, Van, it's you. Everything's going just fine, I promise. The two of them are really considerate and doing a great job teaching me. Besides, I've got my sister to think of. I'm going to do everything I can to make my mark and be a real part of tomorrow's parade. And I will say, like, Sparking Zero has me, like, half interested. I was very, very bad at the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi games. And the regular Budokai games. I was just not good at any, like, fighting mechanic type games. Oh no, it's Marielle. Guys, you showed up at the perfect time. Hey, look, it's that little reporter girl again. That little girl is older than you, you know. Physically, yeah, but mentally, I've seen newborns who are more mature than that chick. No, don't be mean. You're a reporter with the Tyrol Times, correct? Do you need something? Yeah, I just wanted to ask, have you guys seen Dingo recently? No. I never did manage to get him to fess up to what he's actually doing here, so I was trying to get an answer out of him again. But I haven't seen him anywhere all morning. It's so frustrating. Murder. Sure he's not trying to avoid you? Will you hang on to him? Frankly, I wouldn't blame him if he was. Excuse me, I'm not hanging on to him like I need some needy high schooler. Have some respect. Officially, you've become the very thing you swore not to become. Spread too thin between video games. That's why I play one game at a time. I just want to be with him, that's all. For work, I mean, of course. Besides, any reporter's got to be tenacious in order to get to the bottom of his story, right? That's not clinginess, that's doing my job. If anything, I should be more persistent. That's logic, of a sort. I totally get you. It's like a hunter doing whatever it takes to track down their prey until they finally go in for the kill. One determined lady, I can respect that. I think that comparison may be a little off. Yeah, point is, we haven't seen him and we have no idea what he's doing out here either. Your guess is as good as ours. You're really sure about that? Not pulling my leg, are you? Nah, I'm not. We're in town on our own assignment and just happened to bump into him while we were working. Not that I have no idea what he might be up to, but best to keep that to myself until I'm absolutely sure. Well, if you say so. There's gotta be some reason why he would be out here for all this schlocky excuse for a film festival. But what? I don't get it. If I recall, you weaseled your way into covering this schlock so you'd have an excuse to come out here too. I don't know. Dude's a pretty big stud if you ask me. You sure he isn't shacking up with some actress or model? What? Could it be? Dingo's sleeping with... this is my opinion, but I don't think he's the kind of man who would. No, I think it might be possible. You know, I did see him with a real foxy woman earlier. Can't take this sitting down. Gotta find Dingo and get to the bottom of this. We got rid of her. Awesome. So, Aaron, look what you've done now. She's a boiling steam engine. I feel kind of bad for her, to be honest. Don't feel too sorry for her. I think this is hilarious. Well, things kind of sweet, at least. Certainly more so than your wisecracking ass. Well, let's check the bulletin board now. Extra. Jody gave us something? I was deeply moved by your incredible sensitivity yesterday, and I'd love to get your help. I would appreciate it if you would track down additional cast members to help make this parade the best it can possibly be. I'll be either at the hotel or Vegas Films. I'm looking forward to seeing you all once again. Okie dokie. Well, would you look at that? Did you expect Salvatore Godi himself to call in a favor? I don't know if what he wants is our forte, but never look a gift horse in the mouth. Not from a guy like him. He must have taken a shine to you after your little discussion yesterday. Maybe ask Nina and Judith how to get in touch with us after that meeting. He could have said something earlier and saved us some time and effort, though. Well, give him a break. Seems like a busy guy. He probably just forgot. It surprised me, yeah. From the look of things, he's probably over at Vegas Films working on that cavalcade of his some more. Guess we should talk to him and see what's up. I want to at least get something done in the meantime. Alright. So it says Patrol Tharbad. But I'm gonna do this one first, because this one feels like it's more important. Have to find some time for this one, but what we're hearing, this game is constantly updating. Which game is constantly updating? Because this is a very vague statement. Oh, we never talked to this guy. How's it going? I never had seen this much excitement in the city, even after it started taking off 20 years ago. The hammam never has this many customers. I'm not sure what you mean by updating, but there's a lot that's happening in each chapter. It starts off on a little bit of a faster note. It's not super, it's not as slow from the get-go as, like, Trails in the Sky or Trails to Zero is. Never seen this much. Let's see. Yeah, I've never seen this much as I've been saying, even if it started taking 20 years ago. The hammam has never seen this many customers. It's not all fun and games, though. I've heard a lot of tourists are letting their hair down a bit too much and going off the rails. We're definitely gonna have to keep a close eye to make sure nobody tries to peep on others or steal things from the changing rooms. How many hours am I in so far? Now, here's the thing. My playthrough is not accurate to your normal playthrough, considering I am the talk to literally everybody and absorb every single bit of dialogue type of person. So, yeah. If you play it like a normal person, you could probably be done with the game by now. But you all happen to be... Right, we're Arkwright Solutions. Came to answer your request. Are you the archaeologist who made that post? Yes, I am. I'm so glad you came. I was concerned whether my 4 SPG would reach you. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Inigo. To cut to the chase, I'm about to conduct a survey of the underground waterway and would like you all to escort and protect me. So you're just entering the middle part. From what I am told, the whatever we call it in the game, like the middle part, I'm not sure if intermission is the right word, but apparently that middle part or whatever is pretty interesting in this game. I don't know anything about it, just people saying that it's good. So I'm looking forward to that, whenever it happens. Cut to the chase, I'm about to conduct a survey of the underground waterway and would like you all to escort and protect me. Really, that thingy place? Can't imagine a guy like you'd have any business there. Ah, you've already been down there, have you? That's reassuring. Believe it or not, that waterway has existed since the Dark Ages, and its construction continued throughout the Middle Ages. It bears considerable historical value as a result. With that in mind, there's something inside I wish to investigate in person. Well, I don't see why we can't handle a job like that. But it doesn't sound like you really needs freaking help for this. You wrote that the guild told you to come back another day, right? Yes, evidently they're rather occupied with getting things ready for the film festival at the moment. Seeing as my request isn't exactly an emergency, it's only natural they wouldn't prioritize it for now. Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is that I had to carve out time in order to be here. I have to leave Tharbad tomorrow, so unless I conduct the survey today, it simply isn't going to happen. It's still not something that really has to be kept hushed up like our other clients, but I get why you'd ask us. Am I trying to 100% this game too? Yes, but I do not believe it is possible in a single playthrough. So I'm likely going to have to do a playthrough 2 on easy mode, rushing through everything to max out, like, the different bonding things. Because there's all those, like, bonding stars that you can get from spending time with different people. There's also achievements for Employee of the Month, and I have no idea how to get that. It's still not something that really has to be kept hushed up like our other clients, but I get why you'd ask us. As do I. How should we proceed, Mr. Arkwright? Good question. It does feel like there's something more to this. Worth our while to accept this request and see where it takes us. We shall accept. There's no reason not to. Sure, I don't see the harm in coming along. Good opportunity for us to patrol down there anyway. Count us in. We'll join you for your survey. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You're doing me a great favor. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's make our way down. Yeah. I also think there's from what I hear, there's sort of a route split possibly towards the end of the game. And you have to have a certain amount in the law, order, or chaos sections. People talked about that. I don't know what goes on, so I can't say for certain. But there's some interesting stuff. 108 is what they said for fully completing it, so exactly 4.5 days. Well, is 100% completion talking to every single NPC? I don't think so. So it's going to take much longer for me. Oh, it feels unreal to finally be setting foot down here. We actually came by ourselves on a different job yesterday. You might be surprised at just how wide and open it is. It feels really unique, too. That's no surprise. Ancient Darbad had a very distinctive culture. I'm not very fond of the musty smell in the air, though. This certainly isn't a very comfortable place to linger. Here to keep you alive, not comfortable. Besides, it's a waterway. What were you expecting? Don't worry, I know. Let's just take care of business and get out of here as soon as possible. Question mark. So, where exactly are we taking you? I'm here to find a specific mural. It's closely connected to the history of the Septian Church and should be somewhere in the eastern part of these passages. We're going with that, you'd say 7 at the fastest. I think that's an accurate assessment, honestly, yes. Understood, we'll try and head in that direction then. We'll see that you arrive safely at your destination. I shall stay close behind you to ensure that no moss is attacked from the rear. I'll stand guard on the flank then. There's no need to overdo the protection, young ladies. I do want to have a little freedom to walk around and take in the sights. I just don't want to end up surrounded by a horde of monsters. Have it your way. We'll just follow along and keep an eye on all sides then. I will respect our clients' wishes. Try not to get separated from us, though. Alright, that settles that. Let's head on eastward. Thanks. Counting on you guys. Man, I'm not sure about Inigo. I realize this is rude to say about a client, but something seems off about him. Just you. I'll keep an eye on him for now. Make sure you do the same. Understood. What's up with everyone? Why does it feel like I'm the only one out of the loop?
Let's hurry up and finish this.
She doesn't have enough experience reading people. Yeah, all I know is once we complete the first part of the game, make it all the way to make it all the way to the end. Anything that we have to do after that point will be super quick to achieve at the very least.
Here goes. I'm on the scene.
The star
Watch out.
has arrived.
That enemy looks strong.
Could use a charge.
Got him.
Enemy stun. Attacking target. Time for shards.
Anyway, we could just have some usual fun.
Boost gauge
speeding
limit
things up.
crushed. Activate. Boost gauge limit crushed.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Activating skill.
There we go.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra. Barry.
Like, we're like level 31. I don't even think we need to fight anything. And we aren't hurting for money. Okay. Gibberal Guard. I actually want to check out what that is. How do we check skills again? Is it under Ordnance now? Yeah, it is. Never mind. It's not there. Status? There we are. How do we... Here we go. Check crafts. Gibberal Guard. Shield. HP regen on turn. So it's like, that one other thing. Interesting. Can't wait to see all 8 characters. Oops. I would like the characters to all show up too.
Hey, the water's full. We can cross the bridge now. I suppose we'll be taking a different route this time.
Noise. Because the original way is blocked.
Nice. Back to work.
Well, since I guess this is new. When in Rome.
Get to work.
Could use a charge attack.
Won't take long.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit increased.
Praise Arusha and the flames.
You've got some moves, small fry.
Careful. That thing looks mean.
Missed.
Enemy stunned. Won't take long. Time for shards.
Oh, cool. Can't use an S boost though. Very nice.
Activating skill.
Sucker. Your turn, Miss Perfect.
Activating skill.
Can't get everybody, sadly.
This'll hurt.
Now you will fall.
Stay fast. Hit him fast, Barry.
Activating skill.
Have some more. Have some more.
I'll S-craft when we reach towards the end here.
Activating skill.
Alright.
This is your chance for a shot.
Damn, not enough.
Activating skill.
Hey!
Activating skill.
You got him.
Activating skill.
Activating skill.
I don't know how I feel
You did perfect, Fairy.
about stun being a RNG, sometimes you just don't act move. It doesn't sit right with me.
Hold up. That enemy's tough. Entering battle. Could use a charge attack, you know.
We can win right now.
Attacking target.
Alrighty then.
Now's a good time to boost.
Have some more. Now you won't fart.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Alright, damage upgrade. Double S-craft.
Boost gauge limit crushed. Activating. Boost gauge limit crushed.
Did not kill.
Activating skill.
Activating skill.
Now you won't fart. Over here. All for you. All you
Activating skill.
Sucker.
There we go.
Hey, that one felt pretty good. You did wonderful.
I just knocked down all of these.
Nice. Back to work.
And like, can't really even go this way. It's just a dead end, right?
Let's get to work.
Could use a charge attack, you know.
Is that an orbital staff Anius is wielding? You would be correct in that
Now's a good
regard,
time to boost.
as you can see it right there. She is an orbital staff wielder.
Make it count, Barry.
And she is a goated
Activating
healer.
skill.
Too slow.
As in, our only dedicated healer. What we got.
Nice. That went great.
But at least she does a real good job of it.
Could use a charge attack, you know.
Oh, it's her. She's definitely the main love interest for Van. Well, I can just tell you. One, Van doesn't care. 2, Van is 8 years older than Agnes. She is 16.
Now you won't fart. Too slow.
Perfect chance.
Gotcha.
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
It's not as bad as the people shipping Agate and Cheetah, as in Falcom themselves, but ow, still pretty bad. Well, it doesn't have to happen right away. Yeah, it's like each game is going to be another year or something.
Nice. Back to work.
So that way when Agnes is 18, then they could try to do it without it being too weird.
Right. An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out?
Let's get to work.
And Fair uses a fucking P90. I find it pretty funny.
Your charge attack is
It's a P90, but it's also a gun.
Numerous enemy targets.
Or also a sword. The also a gun part is the joke, but yes. She's just basically a version of a real-life gun, and I find that very funny.
Activating skill.
More Ruby shit. Hell yeah, more Ruby shit.
Now you won't fart.
Hit him fast.
Activating skill.
Fairy's fine.
Thanks, pal. I'll take that. Chance.
So close.
Go time. Now's a good time to boost.
So close.
Activating skill.
Alright.
Praise Arusha and the
Now we can get the box.
It is perfect.
8 EXP from that battle. That is not worth it.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Interesting place. Almost looks like it'd be a boss arena, and that is a good chest. I mean, 18 months after the events of Reverie.
Great, now we can move on.
I don't remember exactly how many years
Well,
or months or whatever after Reverie this takes place in. Do we have to look up the East time or not East timeline, the Trails timeline? Seven months ago, this guy made a post on the Trails timeline. The post was deleted. God damn. Timeline of Zemurian history. This one is not updated, I think. Hello, it's updated just to have a proper link. So let's see. So it's 3/22 of the year, what? S1207? That's when, that's when Reverie ends. So, Trails through Daybreak is August of the following year. So, yeah, about 18 months. Pretty much exactly. We've definitely come a fair way now, but there's still no sign of the mural we're looking for. Yeah, you're right. You'd think we'd have seen it by now. Quite so. I'd be lost if I were on my own. These corridors all look the same. Monster. Looks like something's found its way to us, though. Please stay back, sir. Oh, these are pathetic. This just got a bit more fun. Let's take them down, guys.
Numerous enemy targets. Proceed with utmost caution.
Bring it on. Got a whole slew of them.
1,700 HP. Easy. Before the event Ishmael Gareen tried to warn about. Still don't know what exactly that is supposed to be. That was the last of them. It's most likely whatever thing is happening in what is it called? Like Kai no Kiseki? You don't know what the English title for it is yet? Yeah, good job, everyone. I know I wanted someone strong to escort me here, but these people might fit the bill a little too well. Still, even they will be no match for... Something wrong? Oh, did I space out? I'm sorry, I was just amazed by how capable you all are. There were so many of those monsters, and yet you made defeating them look almost trivial. Not to mention, I am completely unharmed. You can see I did well by hiring you. Thank you for saying so, sir. It looked trivial because it was. I was hoping for him to put up more of a fight than that. That's the spirit. Now let's get back on track. feels like she noticed something too. Are we gonna get jumped, I'm guessing?
Host gauge at maximum level.
Great, now we can move on.
I wonder. If we bring Rosette along, will she be able to get the Employee of the Month stuff if we use her a lot? Here we go. Took a bit longer than I was hoping, but this is the eastmost part of the waterways. Looks the same as everywhere else we passed through. Yeah, but where's the mural we came to find? I'm wondering the same thing. Text clearly indicate that it's meant to be here. Water flowing through that grate leads beneath the temple, you see. Its sacred area has been a key location since antiquity, and so there should be absolutely a mural here somewhere. We all came this way. Could I trouble you to help me find it? Sure. This is what I'd say if you were any other client. But you were just trying to distract us so you can call your goons to finish us off, aren't you? What? I sense 4 people lying in wait. If you thought we were getting strung along for real, you got another thing coming. How rude. I have no idea what spurred this on, but I don't appreciate being treated like a criminal. Have I offended you in some way? Nah, I only played along with the bit because I couldn't pin down what you were really after at first. But you just gave the game away. You're out to steal from the area under the temple you just mentioned, aren't you? From what I heard, all manner of artifacts and offerings get stored in places like that. Your plan to sneak in there through that grate. You weren't lying about needing us to escort you this far. But now that we've cleared the path, you don't need us any longer. You are well aware that your identity as an archaeologist is fraudulent as well. I would suggest that you put a little more effort into maintaining your cover in your future attempts. I see you're not just stronger than I was hoping for, but smarter too. What a shame. His hands are clipped into his hat. Yet despite seeing through me, you were still foolish to come all this way with the eldest of the Devonsey brothers. There were 3 brothers? Didn't we find this? I'm pretty sure we found the second one, right? Or did we not actually catch him? It's been a week. I do not remember. Guess it's possible to be clever and stupid at the same time. Come on out, guys. Random thugs. Oh, it's the police officer, and I'm pretty sure we've seen one of those other guys. So the police officer, we've seen the green-haired guy as well. So you're the Spriggan, huh? You look pretty tough, but this was over the second you took the job. We're not gonna go easy on you even if you've got women and kids with you. I haven't forgotten about what you did to me yesterday. Luckily, my brother managed to forge release papers for me and pull some strings. So I'm on good behavior. Can't guarantee I'll behave, though. Talk about not knowing when to quit. I've got a score to settle with you, too. My brother bailed me out after the guild handed me over to the police, so here I am. Too bad you won't be interfering with the Devonsey brothers ever again. We'll see to that. So there's 3 of you guys, huh? I figured it was just 2. Not that I'd give a shit either way. It's your endgame, then. Run around town in disguise so you could eventually do this? That's right. Your brother's pretended to be a cop and a bracer to see just how well things in the city were guarded. The film festival here in Tharbeth suddenly found itself in the limelight after one in Messeldon was cancelled. There was no way they'd be able to send enough idiot cops to handle it on such short notice, and we're here to exploit that. I knew it. So this is where you came all the way from Edith for. It's a whole lot of energy to burn for small-time craft like this. Well, whatever. Your dress-up game's about to come to an end. We were planning to take care of you ourselves, but I know from watching you that we're not up to the task. Don't worry, we have a backup plan. A bomb? Not a chance. What? Cough, cough. You sneaky little... How the hell do you repel them both? What are we gonna do now? It's like those weren't bombs after all. They were smoke grenades full of scents that attract monsters. Sure are a lot of them. How's that for some just desserts? We're still making for the temple. We just gotta lose these things first. Well, ain't this a mess? We're all strong enough to take these monsters out in record time if we want to. And we could take all the thieves into custody, too. I think that's the most respectable way to handle this. We could also just let them wear each other down for a while first. Let them fight. You know what? We're gonna capitalize on their dumb mistake. Well, let's wait for the monsters to wear them out, then we'll strike. Works for me. Efficiency first, baby. Are you sure that's okay? Feels like we're doing something a bit immoral. That's your play, is it? What did we do to deserve this? Damn it, we've got no choice but to fight. Fine, but they're gonna pay for this after we're done. Regret this, Spriggan. Monsters are gradually gaining more of an upper hand over the criminals. Yeah, I'm not gonna let any of them die, so we should probably jump in now. We're so close to our goal. So close. What are we gonna do? Got us cornered. I can't believe those guys ruined our whole plan. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here. No way. Where'd all that spunk you had earlier go, punks? Why'd you interfere? What's your game now? Not evil, you know. I'm not actually gonna sit back and watch you get killed. Besides, I've got another use in mind for you guys. Just try. We've got some fight left in us yet. Well, we'll do more than try.
Someone needs to relax. Cypher activate.
Goodness.
My move now.
Hey, they're all like weakened to half HP. Archaeologics gonna go Gangster Gun. Officer Camillo. Gangster Machete.
I'll smash you.
And green-haired Bracer. Well,
I will address you all at once.
that is a big AoE.
Output max. Activating skill.
Double S-Craft. You haven't seen her S-Craft, so...
It's over.
Neat.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Cypher activate.
Here I go.
This is almost unfair. Are you
Energy
sure you
output
are you
max.
sure you want to keep the word
Activate
almost
skill.
in that statement?
Boost gauge limiter removed.
What the?
We gotta hit one out of that. Versus, our scheme wasn't supposed to go like this. How can they be so strong when half of them are just kids? That's what you get for judging by appearances. You'd think they know better having so much experience being other people. So what do we do now that we've got them? The Devoncy brothers are wanted criminals in the capital. But since one of them was our client for this job, he basically wound up doing all this for free. That's why I'm thinking we should hand him over to the police and collect the bounty. That way, at least we'll get our due. Bounty hunting's another part of being a Spriggan after all. I'm not too big on busting my ass for nothing in return. So what you're saying is entirely logical and legal, yet somehow I feel guilty about it all the same. So this too is a facet of the Spriggan way, while very educational. In any case, I will contact the local police department right away. I remember the route we took here as well, so I should be able to guide them down here in short order. Thanks. Rosette contacted the authorities, and before long, armed officers arrived to take the men into custody. After learning that they had apprehended none other than the infamous Devoncy brothers, the police were extremely grateful. And after they all returned to the entrance, Dan and the others were given the bounty they wanted.
Well done, everyone.
Very nice.
Deposit confirmed.
And do we rank up any of our stuff? Chaos, maybe? Nope. Looks like we're almost there. She's such a goody two-shoes. Yeah, she's a, She is decently pampered, for sure. Man, time sure flies when you're hard at work. Indeed, it's nearly lunchtime, in fact. We should probably take a break soon. Yeah, good idea. We'll probably be swamped in the afternoon. Can we grab a bite to eat at the end? We always do that, though. Why can't we shake things up a bit? How about we go down to the marketplace? They've got all sorts of unique food there. Be down for that? Let's find ourselves a table in the open area and chow down. That is most likely going to result in, problems. If I teleport here, let's see where the quest marker is. For doing stuff. It's right there. Okay. Because what I wanted to do was run over here and turn in the quest, because I believe we were like 2 points away from the next rank. Yep.
Gotta keep this up.
C+.
And I'll update your rank.
What do we get?
I'll gladly take that.
Soul Chef Parfait. We have come up with a new recipe. And it's cooked by Van.
Sure, give me a minute.
60 craft points. That's pretty good.
And done. Dig in.
Alright, and how many points we get out of that? Pretty good amount, 600.
Sugar rush.
You were gonna say that? Well, you gotta be faster on the uptake with the incredibly easy jokes. I still need to play through all the different DLCs for Final Fantasy 15, and then be disappointed that we never got the true ending to the game in the actual game. Alright, do I want to continue? We'll save the next quest for next time. I'll call it a night here. Because I am sleepy. You're more Ignis than me, damn it. I wouldn't know.
Well,
all I do is have glasses and can cook. Yeah. It was nice to see you again, Chessmaster. Thanks for dropping by. And, yeah. Till next time. Hopefully I can drop by at a more recent time. Whatever. Yeah. Have a good night.